bum ba dum bum bum bum. Yay, we are live. Hello. We are live for the weekly Sacred Pipe ceremony. And even though I've been in my office all day long, I'm still late to be setting this up. So you're with me now, just getting my act together. I'm just looking to make sure. It says I'm live, so I'm going to trust that. If I'm not, tell me, please. Anyway, so I was in my office here all day long, and time is just weird, and I didn't get myself done in time to, not that there's any time like as if you could actually be late for something that you're doing. It's like Gandalf says, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He gets there when he means to. I'm just looking at something because it says I'm live, but there's somebody. Awesome. Cool. I wasn't sure if I was actually broadcasting because I didn't have anybody coming on. So thank you and welcome. I am just getting set up. Even though I've been in my office all day long, I'm still late. But I always kind of figure, I know with like when I tune into live videos from people, that sometimes it takes me a bit to to see that they're live and to hook up with them. So this way we can all get here. Hey, Bill and Jeff, thank you for showing up. I miss you guys. So I'm still a little out of it. Like I said, I was in my office all day long to do readings and other shaman stuff, and come along around 5 o'clock, I couldn't keep my eyes open, so I closed my door and laid down on my floor in my office and took a nap. And so I'm still a little bit wonky in the head, but it's all good. Just finished getting set up here. My phone, I wish my phone was angled a little bit more so you can see. There we go, that's better. So, where did I put my... La 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 da da dum 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 dum. Okay, there it is. All right, so welcome. Thank you for showing up for our weekly Sacred Pipe ceremony. I got our, let's see, how do I do this? You can pretend we're sitting by the river. We got the campfire going. And I am so looking forward to be able to do this outside again. Pretty soon. I actually went, yesterday was surprisingly clear. It was also surprisingly cold, but I still went to I was here again. I left about 5. I went to the river. It was still kind of light out. It was like freezing cold, but I have a big cloak, a big wool cloak in my car that I use in the SCA. And it comes in handy for camping and doing outside work and stuff as well. But so I had my big cloak wrapped around me on the river, and I'm shivering, and I'm doing pipe ceremony, but I was so happy to be there, to be outside, to be able to connect with the spirits of the land and everything like that. So I'm hoping that as soon as it gets late enough, I will be going outside. We'll be doing these outside, and it's always great to see who shows up as far as the local wildlife, the animals, and had eagle come in, and ducks and otters and all kinds of stuff. So it's all great, and I am doing good. So I am Patrick, if I haven't introduced myself yet. And if you're wondering what you're doing here, you have come to enjoy a sacred space of prayer and intention, doing a sacred ceremony with the pipe, the sacred pipe, that according to Hollywood, you might know it as the peace pipe, but it's a sacred pipe given to the Lakota people by White Buffalo Cattlemen. And there are other tribes that also have pipes, and I'm not sure if they are connected to the same tradition as the Lakota, but I know with my deep connection to White Buffalo Cattlemen and her story, that is the one that I celebrate. So, yeah. So, if you haven't been here before, I will go through this in a minute of what exactly we're going to do. But I have been doing this since the beginning of the pandemic. At least I've been doing pipe since the beginning of the pandemic. I'm not now doing it every single day as I was before, but when the pandemic started, I started doing pipe every single day as a way to hold prayers, to offer prayers for the betterment of humanity, to help raise the vibration so that we can move through this dark night of the soul, so to speak, and just to hold that vibration high, to keep radiating that light and that love to the world, so that we can find our way through and become even better on the other side of that darkness once the dawn of the new day breaks. So, welcome to the age of Aquarius. So anyway, I apologize, I'm still, my head is a little wonky from waking up not too long ago. But, so, if you've never been here before, like I said, this is the pipe. The stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together in ceremony, it is all of creation. It's the balance of the yin-yang, the male-female, dark and light, hard and soft, all of those things together. And what it does is it opens a channel straight to Creator, so that whatever we pray, whatever our intentions we send out, whatever we're thinking, goes straight with no filters to Great Spirit. And so it helps us to manifest things quicker and to align with Spirit. when I keep telling this story, but when I started, I was doing it on my own and just offering prayers for people. And I realized that part of the equation for successful prayers and intentions is slowing down enough to connect to Spirit to actually offer those prayers. And so I started doing this online once a week so that other people could actually experience that space, so that I could hold a space safe and sacred for other people in the middle of the week, so they could breathe and give them the opportunity to connect to Spirit, to offer their prayers and their intentions, whatever they were, and together we could create this energy, this pillar of energy straight to Great Spirit, or whatever we were needing, desiring, for the betterment of the world. And so I started offering this online, and with full disclosure, I am not Native American, even though it's a Native American ceremony. And one of my main spirit guides is White Buffalo Catwoman, and she has been working with me for like a dozen years or so. She came to me in a meditation a long time ago, and has been pretty much working with me since then. And so just 2 or 3 years ago, I finally, I kind of had felt I had been introduced to the pipe ceremony. I've got other friends that are pipe carriers, and there's a nearby metaphysical store. If you're in the like Seattle area, Stargazers in Bellevue, they do a weekly pipe ceremony, at least like they were, and then they had to stop for the pandemic again, and I'm not sure if they've started up again or not, but I was able to experience the pipe there, and I was going to pipe there for a long time, and it was such a blessing to have the opportunity to connect in that way. And it's really one of the deepest, most sacred spaces that I know of. And so to have the opportunity to do that, to go to someone else's pipe ceremony, was huge. And then I just kept feeling that call, feeling that pull, like I'm supposed to be doing this. And traditionally, you don't go out and just, oh, I want to be a pipe carrier. You go out, you buy your pipe, and you start doing ceremony. The pipe finds you. And so I actually was gifted a pipe, which I then gave away because it was given to me by someone that I was in a very narcissistic relationship, and my partner at that time gave the pipe to me, and so I ended up giving that one away to somebody else just to clear that energy. And then right away I found my pipe, and it was just it was a whole different stem, and it was just the stone. Someone had carved it into this basic shape, like squared off, and they had actually drilled the hole, so that part I got to do. I didn't have to drill it out or cut the stone. All I had to do was shape it. I used like some, it's a soft stone. It's called catlinite, and the only place, there's only a couple places that it exists, and one of them is in Minnesota, where I'm from. So that's kind of this nice little connection there for me, personal connection. But it's a very soft stone, and I used woodworking tools to carve in the different things. And so you can see it's a wolf with wings. That's my perching wolf. So that's the pipe bowl that I have. And then because of the going to the Stargazers pipe ceremony, the teacher there, Tess, who was the former owner of Stargazers, kind of took me under her wing and taught me the ceremony, and actually did the ceremony to awaken my pipe and to bless my pipe and all of that. So it's a calling, and it never fails to humble me and just to make me feel so blessed and honored to be able to be a part of something that's sacred. And so what we're going to do, so what the ceremony looks like, if you're new here, if you're regular viewers, thank you so much for joining me week after week, thank you for your constant support. I definitely feel the energy back and forth, and it's very meaningful to me. And this is, and I've said this before, but this is one of the highlights of my week. I look so forward to doing this every week, and it's not just for the pipe, but for the connection. And so I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful that this wasn't just some whim that I decided to do and like nobody really cares or whatever, that people are actually enjoying it and getting something out of it. So that just touches me deep in my heart. So what this is going to look like, got my handy dandy drum, and I'm going to drum in the spirits, basically the elements, each of the elements is kind of like drumming in the elements and the directions. Each element is kind of assigned to a different direction, and depending on where you are and what traditions you follow, that can be different. Where I am in the Pacific Northwest, east is air, south is fire, west is water, and north is earth. And so I call in those directions. So basically, laterally, we've got guardians in the four directions, the elements of the four directions coming in and holding space for us. I know someone else that had kind of like an Irish, it was an Irish tradition, I think, and they had it almost backwards from that. So it's really, in all of this, intention is the main key. Whatever your intention is, you are the center of your universe, of this holographic universe. You are the center, as is everybody else. And you are connected to deity. You are creator in the flesh. And so whatever, if you're like someplace and you want to know, like you want to set sacred space and do ceremony, if you don't know which way is north, just pick a place and say, okay, for the intentions of this ceremony, that way is north, no matter what it is. And for the intentions of that, the ceremony, that way will be north. That's where you can call in, and whichever direction, whatever element you align to that direction, it really, on some, according to, if you're going to follow a tradition, it does kind of matter, but really it can be kind of arbitrary. It's good to have the structures of the tradition to draw on as kind of a scaffolding to help us find our way But if you stick to that structure too much, you begin to lessen your own value. When the structure becomes more important than you, then the structure is counterproductive. Um, because you are the power in your world, and you don't need anything else to connect you to divinity, because you already are. And the traditions, the ceremonies, the objects that we have, the stones, the pipe, tobacco, drums, whatever it is, they don't have, it's not, how do I put it? It's not the power of the objects that are connecting you to Creator. You're already connected to Creator, and these objects are reminding you that you are connected. Like sage, when I burn sage, it's like I'm instantly, boom, connected. And it's because I've been using sage for so long in ritual and ceremony, and so that it's like I've kind of created those neural pathways that when I start to smell sage, it's like click, everything just clicks into place. So it's kind of a trigger, kind of it helps me get there, but it's not necessary. There was a book a long time ago that I read. It was by a young Wiccan woman who grew up in Texas, and she talked about, I don't even remember any of it anymore, but I think it was called The Circle Within, and she talked about her experience being raised in Texas in the deep South, where it's like ultra Christian, and here she is, a witch, and I don't think even her parents knew, her family didn't know, and so she didn't have access to any of the implements, any of the tools, and so she had to create her circle within, and she realized that all the symbols outside that we use are just symbols, are just tools that reflect our own power and our own connection to spirit. I hope that makes sense. So like my drum is a living being, a conscious being, a sentient being in its own right, and it connect with my drum, and it helps me to journey to the spirit realm. But it's not my drum that gets me there. I'm already there, and it's a matter of shifting focus. And that's how, let's see, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. This wasn't what I expected to talk about. I never know what I'm going to talk about. But you are always connected to spirit. You are always connected to divinity. And these things help remind us that, or set up, like I set the sacred space here for us, so that we can connect to spirit. But it's not that we're disconnected and then we're going to connect. We are always connected. But we start to focus, we set up space, call in the spirits to hold space for us, so that we can, it's kind of like giving ourselves permission to let go of our guards and our shields and our armor, so that we can focus inward, so we can connect. But you have the power in you all the time. You're like Dorothy. You have the power to go home the whole time. We just have to remember. All healing, all spiritual growth is remembering what already is. So that's my little tangent for the evening. Thank you for listening. So anyway, I was saying I'll call in the 4 directions with the 4 elements. And then I will I always call in the spirits of the upper world and the spirits of the lower world. Those are transcendent realms in the shamanic universe, the shamanic view of the universe. If you picture a tree, the roots are the lower world, the branches are the upper world, and that's the transcendent area. So the spirits that live there, that we call from there, are automatically of a higher vibration. And the lower world is not the underworld. People, like, that's one of the one of the most common questions I have in my shamanic classes. But the lower world is not the underworld. It is not the land of the dead. The lower world is where your power animals and the animal spirit guides tend to live. And then I call in the compassionate spirits of the middle world, meaning just those spirits who are of a higher vibration and are willing to come help at this time. And we've already set up the circle by that time as well, so only the higher vibration spirits of the middle world can come in anyway. But that's the Fae and the spirits of the land, the spirits of the trees and the animals, and then the ancestors of the land, who are all the past beings who have lived on this land. So we honor all of them, all of the energy they brought to this land, honor their traditions and connect with them. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. But anyway, so I called them in, drumming the whole time. Yes, the drum has been used like since the beginning of time, the beginning of history. We've used the drum. And so when you start beating a drum, the spirits hear it and they pay attention because they know what it means. And so we use the drum or the rattle, different things like that, or even just banging sticks together or banging stones. We always, it's interesting because we use, like, it's about frequency, and it's sound is frequency. And I have a friend, a dear friend, who talks about how before we made music, music made us, because we are just vibrations in the ocean of frequency. And so by doing the drum, we're sending out, we're radiating out these frequencies, like these ripples on the pond, that get the attention of the spirits to come and help us. So anyway, I am going to do that now, and then I will kind of explain a little bit what the ceremony is going to look like. So here we go. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Oh. My fiance has been teasing me because lately when I get done with ceremony or something, I'll say a ho, and then I'm like, oofda. So she knows I'm done when she hears the oofda. And so that's a Minnesota thing. Anyway, so thank you again, everyone, for coming. If you came in late, welcome, welcome, welcome. Or if you're watching this in the repeat, know that you are just as vital an energy for this circle as if you were here right now as I am doing this live. When I just set that sacred space, the intention is that I surround everybody who watches this with that light and that love. And in the universe, in the holographic quantum universe, time and space are illusions anyway, but even more so, you can have a more so when something doesn't exist, but when we're between the worlds doing ceremony, time and space just don't work the same. And so even if you're watching this a week later, your energy, there's a give and take between past, present, and future. And right here, right now, as I am doing this live, your energy is making itself known from the future when you will watch this. It's all connected. It all flows together. So my point is that you are just as vital. This ceremony is just as vibrant and alive if you're watching this after the fact. So that's just the way the universe works. So this is the sacred pipe. The bowl is the feminine and the stem is the masculine. So we put it together, and it's the masculine and feminine coming together. It's all of creation. It's the harmonious whole. And it's emptiness and fullness. It's masculine and feminine. It's dark and light. All of that duality that we have here in this world, that is what this is. And putting it together, it creates that union. And it opens a channel straight to Creator, so that whatever we think, whatever we pray, whatever our intentions are, when the pipe is together, it goes straight to Creator. All right, so the way this looks, the first thing I do is I will light some sage and I will smudge everything on my altar here. Let's see if I can show you what my altar looks like just for the... So, oh, I didn't even light my candle. See how tired I've been? So this is my little altar here in my office. This is my office. Okay, it's telling me I can't rotate my phone sideways. So this is my office, and there's our little fire, and here is my little altar, and I forgot to light my candle because I was tired, and I will do that in a minute. But so I will smudge everything on my altar, including the pipe, and then I will hold the pipe, the bowl, and the stem. I will say a prayer, and then I will put them together. And then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl of the pipe. And during that time, you will hear me say the prayers as I do that. Then I have a song that White Buffalo Calf Woman gave me to sing, which is kind of the power song of my pipe. And so I will sing that, and then I will light my pipe, and then I will take puffs and blow breath blessings of smoke into the 4 directions, into the sky, to Mother Earth, to all my relations, and then I will do one straight to Creator, and then I will hold the pipe to the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart and say some silent prayers. Then when I come back, I will relight the pipe if I need to, and then the first thing I will do is take a big puff of smoke and I will blow it straight at my camera. again, like I said, with that setting that sacred space in the quantum universe, that because through the magic of the quantum universe, the holographic universe, and the internet, that blessing will come straight from my heart, through that smoke, through the camera, and to your heart. So then I will continue to blow breath blessings, and intermittently sitting in meditation, blowing more, for however long feels right. And while I'm doing that, please feel free to pray or chant or sing or meditate or whatever it is you do to connect to Creator. That's what this space is for. Because we don't take enough time to connect. And that's like the most important element of prayer, intention, manifesting. If you're not taking that time to connect and align, then you're going to get mixed results when your prayers are answered, when you manifest things. So alignment is the big component that is necessary for all of that. And so it's my words are going away. Come back, come back. It is just such a pleasure to be able to offer this to people, to create a sacred space, to give people the opportunity to connect. So anyway, so during the ceremony, when the time comes, feels right, I will say another prayer, and then I have a song I sing at the end. And at the end of the song, I will take my pipe apart and then bow, honor the pipe, honor Great Spirit, and that will be the end of the ceremony. And then I might talk some more, Babylon, more other tangents of things, whatever comes up, and I will drum out the rest, release the spirits that came to hold space for us, to hold that vibration, so that only love gets in, only love is invited. I think that's everything. So thank you again so much for joining me. It means a lot to me, and I am so happy to have you along with me for this. So let's do this thing. All right. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away the pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Forgot my unicorn selenite. All right. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians, watch over me as I smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tuwabin, Shanadisi, Magikiwis, and Wabus. There is always room for you in my pipe. Okay. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations, come smoke with me. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors. May all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane. Sorry about that. Someone calling me on the phone. Let me make sure my fingers off. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Yo. Okane bayama okane bayama okane bayama okane. Yo. Okane bayama okane bayama okane bayama okane. Yo. Grandmother, Grandfather Eagle, I send a voice. I thank you for our lives. I thank you for this beautiful world, this wonderful world, as we open with eyes of love, with eyes of spirit, to see the beauty all around us, to see the connections and the strength and the courage of humanity as we build a brand new world, as we see each other from our hearts, see the divinity lighting the way of every person, every living thing. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful existence. Thank you. Ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o, ihi, ihi, ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o. Thank you, my friends. That is the pipe ceremony. I am so glad you got to join me. Your presence honors me, and I love you. I thank you, and I am going to go right into releasing the spirits. No long talks tonight, because that was my mom that had called me earlier while I was in the middle of the ceremony. And I just want to get back to her, make sure everything was okay. So here we go. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Oh, oofda. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to share this video. I'll be here again next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Invite your friends. And I will post this on my Facebook page as well as my YouTube video. So feel free to watch it again later in the week if you need another moment of silence and quiet and prayer. And if you need anything else, if I can be of service any other way, check out my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and see what other shamanic services that I offer, healing and readings and all kinds of good stuff, as well as merchandise. I've got t-shirts, totem t-shirts and mugs, and graphic novels. I'm a cartoonist, and so I also have some of my comics for sale. So check out what I do, follow me and all the different social medias, and I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much for your support. And so until I see you next time, remember that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. All right, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Know that you are connected no matter, even if you don't remember, even if you're not sure, know that you are always, always, always divine. You are always connected to Creator. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. All right? So go shining. Bye.